You're listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.
What's up, everybody? There we go. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Whoops.
I'm sorry. Can you adjust my mic just a little bit? Just a tad. I'm sorry. Folks, this is my bad. I came in very... turn it down, please. I'm sorry.
That sounds good.
It sounds good to you, but not to me. It's a little loud.
Nobody gives a fuck.
We turn that shit down while
Don't be
you weren't
mean,
looking.
V. Don't be mean.
God.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Sounds bad to me. Like it was loud in my ear. So, we are here, episode 53. Gentlemen, how we feeling?
Feeling good. Good.
Yeah?
Good. Great.
Yeah?
53.
Everybody good?
Feeling
That's right,
good.
yes, sir.
Scully, EL,
Good.
Great.
Texie. Nobody gives a fuck. Remember, you just told me that a
Nobody
second
cares.
ago.
Oh, I
All
lied
right,
too.
so-
I got all kinds of shit, but no one cares.
Nobody cares.
This is episode 53. We are here. We are happy. Back in business, boys.
Back in business.
Back in
always.
business. Back in business.
Always
That's
back
right.
in business.
Live from the airways of Los Angeles. The beautiful weather here today. I haven't been outside all day, but it feels good to me. Feels good to me. So,
Great.
if you want to chime in on anything we have to talk about today, we got a lot to talk about today. The number is 818-570-5085. Today's topic is a great topic. This is something we all talk about amongst each other, and we're here to share this with all of our mentalians out there. The question is, if you had two whatever left in your life, what would you do with it? And we're going to get more into that and explain it a little bit more to you. Everybody here came up with their topics that were, their ideas in this whole thing. And if you'd like to chime in on it, numbers 818-570-5085. EO, you got your
Yeah, man. I'm
shades on today.
I'm
I just
being
noticed
cool
that.
today, dude.
It's
I
the
see
drugs.
Mr. Swag,
I'm
man.
being cool
Douchebag shades.
Chilling.
I looked over like got Barry White, E.L. Smith in the house.
Can you bust out some Barry White?
Hey, lady.
Show you right. Hey, look good on you, man. Look good on you, man. You looking at Hollywood over there, man.
Nah, I just got some.
Got some eye problems or something?
No.
Trying to hide from somebody, man.
I'm trying to be super
Did you
cool.
pay your taxes, man?
Is that
still
blunt?
over 2011?
Was that,
P. Diddy can do it. I can do it.
it was that blunt. You threw it on the ground in the parking lot, but I picked it up.
I smell something
no,
out
no.
there. Oh yeah, Scully. We know you did, man. So anyway, let's talk about something real quick. Let's get into it a little bit. Oh, I like this, by the way. How was your week, Scully?
My week was pretty good.
Yeah?
Pretty good.
Pretty
I don't have
good.
too many complaints.
Anything you want to talk about in particular?
Well, shit.
You sure?
No, there's no couch in here. There's nowhere for me to lay down and relax.
I heard some things, Scully. I heard some things. You sure you don't want to share? This is how you get somebody to admit some shit you don't even know anybody.
Yeah.
You sure about this, Scully? I
heard about this.
You sure you
I
really
do
don't
some
want to talk?
shit, so I actually like to hear the shit, and then I'll agree or disagree.
You jacked off this week,
Or
sir.
this week.
I'll take a
You
shit.
can get anybody with that right there, right?
How'd you know?
Yeah, my selfie camera was on too.
Hey,
You made the face.
if I ever had a son, man, when he gets about 14, he's going to sit at the dinner table. I'm just going to look at him like this. I'm sorry, Father. I touched myself. He's going to admit that shit, man. Just give him that look. I know what you did in your
Serve
room.
him a full sausage, uncut.
Yeah, you give it to him cut, you're really going to scare the hell out of him. All right, EO, how was your week, man?
It was good, man. It was good. I can't
Yeah?
complain. Stayed in the house most of the time.
Yeah?
It was really windy.
Got some...
I don't know if you guys saw that last night.
Yeah, it was windy. I believe. We believe.
Yeah.
We believe.
We believe.
Maybe.
It
Maybe it was
won't be
windy.
windy next week.
Yeah, maybe it won't be windy next week. We'll see.
Okay.
This is episode 53, sir.
Yeah.
Episode 53. So.
Yeah. You got a show tomorrow, don't you?
Yeah.
No, I have
That's
a
right.
show
Tomorrow.
tonight.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Night too.
No,
This is
Tonight,
Wednesday,
tomorrow.
17th today, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's the wrong week.
He's like,
Trying to confuse
Hey,
you.
this is week.
Today's
DeLorean.
Wednesday, the
The
17th.
DeLorean.
This is week 15.
Yes.
But April 18th, I do have a major show where I'm
That's
headlining.
tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Yeah.
The 18th.
yes,
Yeah.
tomorrow the 18th.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
This is episode 53.
Yes, sir.
Whatever it is.
This is his first time, doing
it's
episode
okay.
53.
This is the first time for all of us to be doing so 53.
This show is pre-taped, sir. Pre-taped. Remember. And we're gonna make sure we put that. Have Sammy put that on the
This
little
was
underlink thing
pre-taped
there.
last week.
Yeah.
I know, right?
It was windy on Tuesday.
Yeah. That's right.
The 9th.
It was windy. It was windy last Tuesday. We're getting our our days mixed up. Here. That's why EL's wearing the shades, man. He's all fucked up right now.
It was recorded live at a date that's none of your fucking business.
I like that.
So tomorrow you'll be over there where? At the Ice House, right? Tomorrow?
Yeah, at the Ice House. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool,
yeah,
man.
be at the Ice
Let
House.
them know, let them know, baby.
Who's going to be there with you? You're going to be performing with some big names, right?
Yeah, I mean me.
Yeah, there you go.
No,
That's all you need to know.
Adam Carolla's doing
Adam
a guest.
Carolla, that's my
guest
man.
set. Yeah, he's doing a
We
guest.
know each other. I met
The
him.
king of the podcaster.
Yeah, I met him when I first moved to Hollywood, man. Me and
Okay.
my
This fucker
girl at
stalks
the
his
time.
ass.
Hey, kind of, because we were looking for the Hollywood sign. We were driving through the hills, and we saw Adam Carolla, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's the dude from the Man Show."
Okay.
Standing out front in his chunkless or
And he was, I took a picture with him, and he had like damn near some pajamas on. Man. He was like, "All right, come over here." And he basically, because I had a cute girl with me, let me take the picture. He kind of edged me out, you know.
told the chick,
Ah.
why don't you stroke me? Real quick?"
Right, exactly.
Grab
I
your
got my
butt.
pajamas on here. Why don't you come on inside? You know, you know how Adam talks. But so you got that's going to be tomorrow, April 18th,
April 18th.
at the Ice House.
At the Ice House.
Doing your damn thing.
8
Sit
o'clock.
down, hang out
There
with
you
the.
go.
Get tickets at El Smith Comedy.
There you go.
That's right.
Come hang out
We
with
will
the
all be
Tally
there.
show too.
Fuck
We'll
yeah, we'll be
Yep.
there.
Yep,
Definitely
we'll all be
support
there.
him.
We'll all be there supporting our
right,
man here, E.L. Smith. That's
good.
big time, man. Adam Carolla, you moving on up, man.
I am moving on
That's
up.
right,
man.
moving on
It's
up.
gonna be a good show.
Will Lashonda Dunn be there? Is he going to be there?
I don't know. I got to meet a quota. So
You'll be in the alley.
With his shirt off. All right.
Is he calling in yet?
Radio station.
I know.
He's gonna call in one day.
Yeah,
He
used to
is.
call in.
I know.
Don't come outside.
Watch your man Lashonda Dunn. All right, my man, Tech C. Sexy Texy. How you feeling, my man?
I'm all right.
Yeah? It's been a good week for you?
It's been a good week.
It's been a good. You've been quiet this week. I didn't hear from you too much this week, man. Yeah? You okay?
Busy, been working.
Yeah, that's good. Working's good. The business, LA Aerial. Yeah. I see y'all LA aerialed out. LA aerialed image, not images, imaged
That's
out.
right. Just one.
There you go.
Just one.
Uno
Looks
solamente.
good, man. I like the gray, man. Looks good,
good.
on you, man. Yeah, it's a good look, man. That should be your color, your company color, gray. You know,
Gray.
gray and black or something like that. You know, Raiders.
I don't know about that.
I know San Francisco. Vato V.
¿Qué hubo, mi raza?
What's up, my man? My Mexican compadre.
¿Qué hubo, loco?
My Negro. How you feeling, man?
Can't complain, man.
I don't give a fuck, man. No, just,
That's why I'm here.
all right, man. Love you, man. All right,
you.
so and my week.
right.
Anybody want to hear?
Nobody cares.
Don't know.
I'm gonna start saying my shit
How was
first.
your week?
Thank you, Scully. Nobody ever asked me.
Because nobody cares.
Not one
Ladies and gentlemen,
time
we're going back
has
to our
anyone
from-
ever asked me. Scully, you the
I
man,
wanna
man.
On a
hear it.
commercial break.
I had a great week. I did a lot of shit this week. A lot of masturbation. A lot of communication and masturbation. That's it, man.
And I
That's-
shook this
I talk a lot and I jack off.
The
a
guy
lot.
who says
And we
he
shook this
jacks
motherfucker's
off
hand.
a lot is, he's single.
So for
I am single.
masturbation, for masturbation purposes, do you have material?
No, the
that
guy who
you
jacks
use?
off a lot is married, by the way.
Do you have material that you use, or just your own imagination?
Oh man, my imagination is man. When I look at a porn and I see a chick, I'm like, I fucked her like 8 times already, man.
Just from looking at the back of her head,
Right.
too,
He does,
Been there, done that.
he does
in
like,
my mind.
He does this. 4 and 4. Fuck yeah.
Hey, you know, they say you know if you're with two or more, that's a twosome. I mean, that's a threesome. You know, it's just you and one other person. That's a twosome, right? I see why they call you handsome. Vato B. Anyway, so let's get on with it. All right, so hey, people love that joke, man. By the way, so if you're new,
the delivery.
if you're new to the Mentality Show, if you've never seen this show, we must warn you that the views and opinions expressed on this show, some listeners and viewers may find offensive. Viewer discretion. We don't give a fuck. So we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff on the show today. Yes, we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about from someone on the show always coming in late to how Tech C finally got rid of his H. We're gonna talk about that.
I don't rhyme.
We do late and H. That you cannot deny that rhymes. So that so rhymes. What else we gonna talk about, EO?
In your
We're gonna talk about if you only had something like 2 days to live, would you go out party or spend time with your kids?
There you go.
Oh, that's
Wow.
deep. That's
Balls
deep.
deep.
Balls deep.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too,
I do both.
and that's what we're gonna get
Bring them
into.
along.
absolutely. Balls deep. Well, we're talking about the kids, man. We can't say balls deep, but the
real
kids.
We just
I mean, you
did.
can if you're R. Kelly.
That's true. That's true. Skelly, what are we gonna talk about, buddy?
We talk about.
I said Skelly.
Fuck. Hey, I'm just going off the news today, man. We talk about taxes, trash, disease, and stepping in gum to living in California nowadays. Just might make you a bum.
I know. With this rent and shit,
It's
man.
expensive, huh?
Hell yeah.
Hey man, there was this two
Man.
bed. It's a fucking 2-bedroom something for $2,200, man.
That's cheap. What? Let me know about that deal
I'll tell
compared
you.
to where I live,
I'll
man.
tell you after. Fuck that. I was like,
Shit.
And nobody lives in the second bedroom.
it's like the the size of this room and shit. Like what the fuck?
It's a 2-bedroom.
It's a 2-bedroom.
That's cheap, man, for a 2-bedroom.
We will talk after.
Cheap.
both.
You got 1-bedrooms that cost that much.
That's because you fuckers live like in the heart of LA. You
Yeah,
gotta
Yeah,
move
you
out
gotta
over
move out.
to-
That's true.
And that's out there somewhere. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I moved
That's
out
pretty
there
cheap,
somewhere. I don't pay no $2,000.
Yeah, you have a house though.
He's
so
got like an acre.
That's why he has an acre, like way
I
the
know.
fuck out there,
Right.
with the
All right.
abominable snowman out there. and shit.
Vato V, what we gonna talk about today, man?
From the
skip
MLB.
me.
Oh, sorry.
We're going to you. We're going to you. I got you. Don't worry, Timmy. We're gonna get to you.
From MLB baseball back in season to Delano saying he's not gay, but he hasn't given us a reason.
Okay. I laughed at that. I'm like, I shouldn't laugh at that. That's not
Don't
me.
deny. Don't deny.
You be brave, man. You be brave. Whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
Well, it's not gay. That's what I want to do.
Because living in LA,
Let's just make that clear.
It's
You're
2019.
Well, EO, you in on this now?
No, I'm just saying.
I don't know where all this gay shit started. All this gay Metro
No,
stuff
Metro mostly.
started. And EL, you were the one person by my side here. That's why I asked you to join the show. No, I'm just kidding.
that didn't last.
Skelly, you're not in on this. It's these two fuckers right here.
Yeah.
They're,
What are you
they're in
talking
on this
about?
whole little gay little
I just throw
thing or whatever.
I
So
throw a one-liner every once in a while. That's it. I try to.
yeah, it ends today.
But I
It ends
do have
today.
to tell
It's
you
because you
though,
wear pink
Yeah.
shirts and shit.
So if
dude.
these fuckers are
Because I have
right,
style, fashion. I don't wear new shirts just because I
it's
don't wear
not
New
stylish.
Balance and I dress like I'm from the '90s, bro. I have style. That's what it's called. All right, so Tech C, what I know your rhyme is probably some fucked up shit about me. What is it?
All
I'm
it
gonna
is
start.
from the
You notice
Dodgers
none of my
back at
shit was
it.
about you. Oh yeah, well, mine was about you. You're right.
Don't
Okay.
give Delano a beer because he'll just babysit.
That's right.
Wait, what did you? What was the rhyme? What was the rhyme? I didn't hear it.
And sit.
That was an E40 rhyme. That's like
Yeah.
I didn't hear the first line. What was the
That's
first
it.
line?
You were too busy talking.
Well, okay, say it again.
No, that's all right. Forget it. We're done next.
that was a
It wasn't even
sentence.
a rhyme. Yeah,
That was
yeah, it was a sentence. I
That
don't
was a
even.
good sentence.
I don't think it rhymed. I don't think that was a good rhyme. You don't want to say it. All right, so we don't have any current events this week. Just,
I could throw
nothing
some
happened.
shit out there. I mean,
it out there.
fuck yeah, let's do it.
All right, what do we got? What do we have? What
Yeah,
happened?
let's do it.
What
You
happened?
know what happened?
What happened in the world
This bitch right here.
in episode 53?
Check this out. So how many times have we talked about fucking female teachers fucking all the little boys and getting
Once
away
a
with
month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once a month.
shit. Let me read just a little bit of this to you. We'll make it real fast.
Break it down, Skelly.
She out
Scully.
in Louisiana.
Kelly.
she fucking got away with it, bro. She fucked 3 people. Was
Wait,
texting
3 people or 3 kids?
3 kids.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just trying to rush through it
Were
because I know.
No.
Were there boys?
Yes, they were boys.
Moving on. What's wrong?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, no, we didn't talk about this.
Oh yeah, no. Go
we
ahead.
didn't have those benefits as kids.
She is,
That's why we're mad. That's why we're fucking
Yeah,
pissed.
we're fucking
she
pissed.
is not guilty. Go ahead.
Oh no, she was guilty, but she took a plea deal, and guess what?
She got off.
No jail time, and she does not have to register as a sex offender.
What the fuck?
No, that
she
is
fucked her?
totally 100% fair.
Okay, you're right. It's fair. I agree. It's fair.
That's what.
But
we-
let a male teacher do that shit, and it's so not fair.
You know what? This is the one subject.
That's why R. Kelly's going through
This
his
is the one
shit.
subject that we don't need to be equal.
No, we can't agree on everything.
No,
This
we
is good.
can't agree. This is you guys can slide with that one.
If I was 16, I'd fuck her too. I get where you're going.
Yeah.
You know what? As a man, you shouldn't be fucking with an underage girl. Okay.
No.
As a woman, you should be fucking with underage boys. Is what we're saying. Basically. That's what we're saying.
We're being
It's a
hypocrites.
double standard here. Double standard.
There's a double standard that most
hypocrisy.
men won't comply
Wow.
with.
How
Yeah.
do you have? Yeah. Don't you have a son? Don't
No,
you
I
have a son?
have daughters.
Daughters. Okay. Let's say you had a son.
See, that
14,
changes
15
everything.
years old.
I have
Yeah.
a son.
14, 15 years old.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Tech,
have
you
a
have a
son.
son. Let's say when he's 15 years old, he comes home, Dad, and he had a hot teacher. Okay, you wanted to, you know what I'm saying. And he comes home, and he tells you, or you find out, you see texts from her, naked pictures and all kinds of stuff. She's like, I can't, just all kinds of sexual stuff. would you be proud of your son? And would you go to the police? What would you do? Would you be enraged? What would you do?
Number one, I'll answer for him. What I'll do is I'll fucking send those pictures to my phone and keep them.
And then go to the police.
He'll blackmail the teacher. Hey,
Yeah.
miss.
I'll play my son's wingman. I'll be like,
I'm going to the police unless you
I'll
suck
be
my
like,
dick.
I'll play my son's wingman. I'll be like, what? Can you find out if she like into two?
Father and son combo.
Like your dad better.
What is she like? What is she search for?
If she wants her job, she's into 2.
Yeah.
I'll be like, teacher, you need to give me a C. Give me a C. See me after class, bitch.
I'll be like, oh, you're going to keep your job. You're going to keep your job. Anyway, all right. Sorry to give
Anyway,
you
I
a
had to
visual.
throw that out there because we've talked about this shit.
It's something. It happened. I mean,
It's about
it's
once
common.
a month. Once a month, it hits the news.
Once a month. Is she hot? Is she hot?
I'm gonna say no.
I wish we could show you this picture.
She's not bad. She's not bad.
She's not bad. She aight.
I can't.
How old is she?
Let me see.
How old is she?
34.
Oh, she's
It's
all
a
right.
good age. Women hit their peak around their 30s, that sexual peak in their
They're
34.
like 35, between 35 40 or something.
Yeah.
45.
They're like us. They want to, like when we're teenagers, we're, 14, 15, we want to fuck all the time. Women, when they hit their 30s, that's how
That's how it is.
pretty much they
They hit
that's
the
how it is.
20.
Ours goes till death.
Yeah, I mean, well, we kind of slow down a little bit as we get older, just a little bit, because I think you've had so much pussy, is like, you still love it, but
You still in the
remember
race,
you're
but now
14.
you walking.
Exactly.
Still running.
Exactly.
Still in the race. You like, I'm not quitting.
If you're on your
I'm just gonna
deathbed,
walk.
Right,
and
right.
you're on your deathbed, and your girlfriend or your wife shows up, I bet that we would all be like, I got one more in me. Get over here.
Get over here, Myrtle. Myrtle, Gertrude.
It's time to die. It's time to die when a hot chick knocks on your door and she's just wearing a trench coat and she opens the thing and she goes super sex and you go, I'll take the soup. It's time to die, man. It's time to die.
I want to piggyback just on what he was saying. It was because it was another news story. It was a teacher who got fired from her job because a teenager got pics of her, like nude.
Okay.
But she sent that to an ex-teacher she used to date, and somehow the teenager,
Someone else shared.
the teenager got the pictures, and then the lady got fired. My question is, should she got fired?
No.
I don't think
that
she
was
should have got
not
fired,
that
but she
situation.
got fired.
So she accidentally sent the pictures.
Well, she sent it to her boyfriend, who was a teacher, but then they broke up, and somehow the teenager gets these pictures.
How the hell did that teenager
Exactly.
get those pictures?
Exactly.
That's the question.
Because
the
that-
teacher,
that guy
the
shared it.
male teacher should
Yeah.
have been fired.
Yeah.
But she got fired. I mean, she's suing now.
And the male teacher didn't get nothing, no
They didn't
repercussions.
really mention him after that.
Oh,
They just
that's
said
fucked
That's
up.
how it happened. though.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man. Man, dudes, man, can be
Glad
just
we
as
all
bad
can
as
agree on
females.
that.
Yeah, we actually agree on something. People looking like, yeah. Anyway, so so that's a great current event, Scully. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. I'm sure we're gonna have another one like that next week. Some teacher that fucked a kid.
Yeah.
But
Next
we
month.
should probably move on from that
And I'll
because it
be.
just happens. It's so
I'm going back to
common.
high school.
We
Fuck
need to
it.
create a website for like teenage boys and
You'd
teachers.
be like Roger. What's his name? Roger Dangerfield.
I don't know what you'll call it,
Going
but-
back to school. Going back to school.
Yeah.
They should create a dating website for teachers who want to fuck kids.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, it's just so common, man.
Teachers.com.
That is such a skit we can do. I can see it right now.
saw
man.
that. That's right.
Or at
Keep
least
that
at
one.
least an intro to it, to make it fun. Okay, we're going to talk about that. LA aerial images.
light-
we're
the
going
light
to
bulb
get
just
to
went off
behind
in
this
his
whole
head,
thing,
see it?
So exactly. And I'm not taking the shit right now.
LA
Usually
aerial
that's one of my
image,
best ideas.
and you have the equipment now. You can get right up in there while they're fucking, right?
Well, shit. Let's do some pornos.
I mean, this is the valley.
It's a
so
skit.
it's
Yeah, just support those to say it's a skit. It's gonna be funny. I know. I didn't say skit. I said clit. No. Anyway, so
We're in the valley, so why not?
just put an applause break in
know.
it.
It's funny. It's funny. Prostitution. Paying for sex is prostitution. But the only thing the difference between prostitution and porno is a camera. That's it.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Because you're paying the chick to have sex with you. But if there's a camera there, it's not prostitution. Isn't that crazy? You know what I mean?
That's some crazy.
So if you
imagination.
ever want to if you ever want to fuck a prostitute, just set up a camera.
Just bring
and,
a camera?
Officer, I'm making a porn. Oh, okay. Well, just move along.
Continue.
You ever permit for that, sir?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Yeah, if you have a permit, right?
But do I have your? Then you look at the girl. Do you have your permission to film me? Yeah. Oh, I have a permit.
Right.
She's like, I got my driver's permit.
R. Kelly. R. Kelly.
Then you'd be fucked.
And now a moment from R. Kelly. All right, so
Y'all killing me, man. What the fuck, man?
killing me, man. Y'all killing me, man.
You're gonna kill his ass in prison.
Yeah, pretty much. He's gonna be crying just like that.
Him and,
I believe I'm gonna cry. Is he? Doesn't he have a trial coming up? Is it already passed? It was supposed to be in March, right? Late March. It should have passed already, right?
Gotta stop talking about him. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who gives
yeah.
a fuck? Fuck his ass. The
Yeah,
fuck?
I don't-
Fuck R. Kelly.
I got
Yeah,
nothing.
Michael Jackson overcame that whole R. Kelly story. R. Kelly was like, "Thank you, Jesus."
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes, gentlemen. Here, okay. So we talked about this in life. You know, we take things that we do almost every day for granted. Okay. And there's this game that we like to play on this show. It's behind the scenes that we thought we would like to share with all of you Mentalians out there because, you know, we don't carry secrets on this show, right?
It's a secret.
It's a secret. It's a secret. So, where we will sometimes ask the question, this is what we do. We'll ask the question, if you only had one or two of these things left, what would you do with them? So instead of doing this behind the scenes, today we're just going to put it all out there to our audience and let them, you know, see how we do this. So let's get all up in it, gentlemen. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. You guys can ask the same question, whatever questions you came up with, back at us and everything like that. So I'm going to start out with my one here, okay? This is my favorite one. I'm going to start out with this one. Okay, gentlemen, you know what this is about. If you only had 2 orgasms
Jesus.
left in your life,
We talked about this.
how would you use those 2 orgasms? Okay, you only had 2 more orgasms left.
I already know.
Would you use them with your wife? Would you use them with some chick you've always just wanted to fuck? Would you jack off and use them?
Shit.
Would you roll them over, or would you
roll them over.
I don't know. What would you do with your 2 orgasms?
I already know.
Well, okay, EL.
I
What
already
would
know
you do?
what I would do. Like, I need to like go to the doctor. He's like, you only have so much time to live. And this is when I want to make my Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're gonna rent out a strip club. And we just gonna pile them in there.
Right.
And I'm just gonna go for broke, dude. Like,
just bust them both, baby.
yeah. Just,
Number 1.
I want to see at least
number
30,
2.
30 women.
30 women.
Wow.
There you go.
30.
And
There
2
you go.
orgasms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you just don't
They
bust
don't-
on the first
they don't
few.
get them, but I'm just saying, like,
Well, I mean, once
Maybe
you
they
see
do.
the first 30, you're going to lose the first one.
I know, but that's how I want to lose it. I want to lose it seeing 30 naked women.
I love it. I love the honesty. All right, Scully, how would you use your 2 orgasms?
My 2 orgasms, I already
Yes.
know what it's going to be like because I know what my luck is. It's going to be a fucking wet dream, and it'll, and it'll probably be a double header. I'm gonna lose them both.
I thought he was going to say like the story from Titanic or something like that. Bros.
And I just feel like that'd be my luck. I could plan that shit out all I want, and I'll be like, fuck, I lost it last night.
That's funny. That is hilarious, man. All right, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. All right, Sexy Texy, how would you use your 2 orgasms, buddy?
With my wife.
Good answer.
Of course.
That sounds so believable.
That's so cute.
That's awesome.
You use them both on your wife?
Fuck yeah.
Who else? Oh man, nobody wants me.
That is true. That is true. All right,
Oh, shit.
Vato V, how would you use your 2 orgasms?
Hey, knowing
buddy?
my luck and shit, when I'm like fucking in my deathbed, 7 years old, like this fucking hot chick wants to fuck. I'm not even gonna be able to get a hard on it and shit. It'll be
No.
all fucking bad. So.
You probably have to.
But this is in today's time, right? Like,
Yeah. How would you
70,
use your 2
you're not
orgasms?
70.
Hey man, I'll fucking go to a strip. I've never. You know what? To be honest with you, I've never been to a fucking strip club, man.
What?
Are you
Never
serious?
been to a fucking strip club.
Vato V?
Hold on, I fucked strippers before, but I've never been to a fucking strip club.
Well, how do you meet the
Never.
strippers?
Wow.
Hey, we'll talk about that later.
Online.
In
Online.
the alley.
You need a
Prostitutions.
Never. So I'll fucking go to a fucking strip club and fuck there, and that's it. I'll
Just
fucking
go for
die
broke.
happy.
You don't
Yeah.
fuck at strip clubs, though.
Just fuck. Okay, shit. If that's gonna be my last 2, I'll definitely.
I
that's my
know a few
fantasy.
strip clubs you can fuck.
Oh, you'll be
Get your
surprised.
fuck on.
You know what though?
Oh, really?
If you only had 2 and
I've
you're on
never
the
been
second
to
one,
that.
you couldn't get it up. You could always ask them to stand on their head. You just drop it in.
That's it.
That's
I'll
funny.
probably just touch them. Oh my god, that's one.
Well, I would use mine. I would fuck as many women as I can without busting. Okay, and then when it's time to bust,
You're like a ninja.
I would try my best. But what I would do, sort of similar to EL and Vato V, I would go to like an orgy type thing.
Like a
I've been to a
swingers
swingers club. I've been to a few swingers clubs in my lifetime, and like you got, I would just go all out there, man. I find the baddest ones and just do my thing, man. Take up my two, and then wither away.
We're talking
like an
about,
old lion.
We're talking about heterosexual swingers club, right?
Yeah.
Again. All right.
So what's gonna
You
happen?
want to put this gay label on me?
I'm not saying shit.
Again,
Why would you even
it's
question
2019.
Just asking questions.
2019.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. All my LBGTABCDFG family out there, well, let's go.
All right, so that's how I would use my two orgasms with women. Okay, with women.
Good.
All right, no question there. All right, number two. By the way, gentlemen, did you have any questions or any concerns about? Did you have any?
I have concerns with
you have some
with the swingers. I have some concerns.
What do you?
Yeah, I do.
What you wouldn't? What's your
Like,
concern?
what if your junk rubbed up against a hairy leg?
Oh no! No, swingers clubs. This is how it works. Let me explain how a swingers club works. You take a chick there. Okay?
Again, you're very brave.
I've never been to one, so
No,
tell me all
no,
about
no.
it.
Yeah, you guys, obviously don't understand. You go to a swingers club, you don't just fucking a circle of fuck of people.
I
No,
think that floor is very slippery, but go ahead.
no. Yeah, watch your step. No, you go there, you bring a chick there with you, okay? Guys bring their girls. They will not let men in there, single men in there,
Wait.
okay? You have to bring a woman with you.
I figure a guy tried that probably once or twice.
Wait, didn't you tell me?
yeah,
didn't
true.
you tell me you were fucking at a swingers club and you locked eyes with another dude?
I didn't say I locked eyes with a guy. I'm not going to be
He said he
sitting
was
looking at
watching
it
you.
like,
He said he was watching you fuck.
yeah, I have a story, but
and
it's
then
not.
your eyes locked with the guy.
No, I didn't say locked. You put that in yourself. That's your own imagination. Let me explain how it works, and then I'll tell you what happened. So I went to the swingers club.
and then he busted. He's trying to hold.
You got that from that movie.
He's trying to hold
Cock
his
blockers.
He's trying to hold
It's
his
a joke
bust
from
right,
cock
so he don't
blockers.
die. And he's like fucking doing a good job holding it, and then he locks eyes with the guy and goes.
That's not true. That's not. You got that from the movie Cock Blockers.
And,
I know it's a joke.
and that's how
Can I tell my story, sir? Can I tell my story?
and that's how he dies.
End of story.
All right. Like, no. All right. This is how it works. For all you people who are interested in possibly going to a swing club, you take a chick with you. Make sure she's bad, okay? Because she's your trade bait. All right.
Yeah, that's a sacrifice.
Exactly. And make sure she's willing to, do some things. Okay. And guys, other men, they bring their women. You go up, you introduce yourselves as a couple. Hey, I like your chick. You like my chick. Do you mind if we trade? Yeah, sure. So you hook up with his girl. He hooks up with your girl, and it's kind of a switch thing. That's basically it. You're not with, a bunch of dudes fucking and touching legs and hairy legs and all kinds of stuff. Now, I will say you're kind of fucking out in the open, so all kinds of people can see you, which is related to your story, okay? So I was, with this one chick, okay? And, I'm knocking the bottom out that pussy, right? And then I'm hitting it, right? And I'm doing my thing, and, it's taking me a while because it's like my third orgasm, right?
Second one.
So it was my third. And then I end up busting, right? And it was taking me a while. And then after I'm done, I look over, and this guy, he has like a martini or something in his hand. He does this right here. I was like,
That's a big
I felt so like,
That's a beer commercial.
gay right there. Yeah, it's like, this bud's for you, bro. That was weird. And then I had a situation where I was, me and this guy switched females or whatever. And this one dude, I don't know how this single dude gets in there, and he's trying to talk to my girl while she's banging this other guy. And this guy, and it was a white guy, and this guy looks at me, and this is a black dude, big black dude trying to talk to my girl. And the guy looks at me like, hey, buddy, can you get this guy or the deal's off, right?
The deal's
That's how he looked at me. And this girl,
my penis back in.
his girl that I was with was nice. So I'm like, I'm not gonna let this fucking dude mess up. So I get up, balls hanging, right, butt naked, only in this type of place, dick hanging, right. I'm like, hey man, she ain't interested, right? He looks at me, he's like, oh, okay, all right, my bad, dude. You got a bigger dick than me. So he walks off. So respect the penis, man. Respect the penis. Anyway, that's my funny.
And then he woke up.
Is this place in Google Maps?
Google Maps. Yeah,
I'm like,
Google
that's
Maps.
the Don.
That was his
It's a secret.
That was his second wet dream.
Yeah, because he was on the third.
I know.
Yeah, I just make these things up in my head. So I'm very detailed about I told you my imagination is. Anyway, so let's get into it, gentlemen. What I meant is, did you come up with some of your own?
I did.
Because I have my
I
questions
did.
here.
I have
Like,
one
yeah,
question.
what are some of your questions?
Well, one of the questions that came up was like, if you had 2 days to live, what would you
Oh,
do?
I have that one here too.
Yeah,
Would you
you
do?
know what? I addressed
I think we all
that.
had them. Yeah.
Actually, I put 2 weeks, but
Oh,
you
shit,
have 2
weeks. I
days.
put 2
okay.
days. Fuck, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 whatever, man. What would you do if you have 2 months? Then
I get myself right with God, man. Get myself right with my Maker.
Prepare
I
yourself.
You know, I get my 2 orgasms out. Okay. Then I get myself right with
Rub yourself
God.
on it.
No, that's what I would do. Yeah, what would you do?
His 2 biggest sins out, and then
No.
Yeah.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, but I fuck. Okay. But you know what? I'm not, for all you, because there's women that I know who see this and they think I'm a bad guy. You know, a lot of this is, I'm just going to say, it's for
not a bad
entertainment.
guy.
I'm just, a lot of men think like me and a lot of men are like me, but they just don't say this shit and they're not as open and honest about it. I don't, like we said in the beginning, I don't give a fuck, okay? I'm going to tell you, I'm a man of a certain age. I've lived a certain life. I've been in relationships. I've been faithful, okay? Let me say that. I'm a faithful person when I'm with the right person.
this guy fucks.
But when I'm single, I'm a single guy, so I'm a fuck. Exactly.
When you're single, you
I don't
fuck.
drink, I don't smoke, but I fuck. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry. I had to get that out of the way.
That's my addiction.
Testosterone.
Addiction.
Testosterone, exactly.
That's his drug.
That's my addiction.
Your
sir.
addiction.
So, what would you do if you only had 2 days left?
2 days left. I think I would probably cry.
Strip club?
Yeah.
Cry 2 days.
That's all you got. Doctors say you only have 2 days to live, sir. You
Fuck,
have.
that's crazy.
And then I'll
Testicular
probably
cancer.
get one of those racing
No,
cars
no,
with the
no,
cage inside of it, and I'm like driving crazy, dude. I'm like blowing horns and hitting people and
Just being an asshole.
just going out,
Balls
cursing
deep.
people out, and
Like,
grabbing-
he's a jerk.
I pulled a Donald Trump. I like grab women.
Right women by the pussy.
Nice.
And then he goes back to the doctor like, we misdiagnosed you.
They be like hashtag me too. I already be dead. Like,
Hey, you do some.
Everyone who says me too, you grab their pussy too.
And then he goes back to the doctor and he misdiagnosed him and he's going to
Yeah,
prison.
2 days, you'll
Listen,
never get into the doctor.
I
Now you only had 2 days of freedom.
I grab them all and probably even one guy. No, just
What you say? What you say?
there probably even one guy like by mistake. Like, "Man, dude, I'm just gonna run.
You're like, no.
Now we gotta make fun of him. 'Cause now he's gay.
Yes, let him take the title, please. It's passed on to EL,
2000
man.
Titans team.
Thank goodness.
Hey,
I'll wear
the one
pride.
guy he's gonna grab is gonna be Dylan.
I know. And they're gonna lock eyes. when he takes his sunglasses off.
Oh, man.
That's why you wear the sunglasses.
Fell into the wrath.
He don't want to take his sunglasses off. He don't want to look at Dylan over here.
What would you do, Scully? 2
2 days.
left.
So I thought about it. 2 years, 2 months, 2 days, 2 hours. 2 days is not a lot of time. So I would probably draft an email or write a letter to the people that I actually care about and love.
Mm-hmm.
Let them know that. Thank them for their time.
Yep.
Tell them to be strong.
Shit.
Then I would draft another one to the people who hate me.
Yeah.
To my enemy.
Yeah.
I can't fucking talk. My enemies. And I probably thank them too. Thanks for making me a better person, and thanks for being there and giving me someone to fucking laugh at.
Yep.
That's just a post on Facebook. The letter
Yeah.
is like over an hour.
Yeah.
No, I would do that. And the remaining of my 2 days, we're throwing a fucking party, dude.
Oh, yeah, fucking yeah.
And that's it.
And then fuck my last one. That we're
Yeah. And when you're down to 2 hours, if you didn't get in contact with the people that you really want to get in contact with, draft those fucking emails and set them to send at a later date.
Yep.
Like 2 weeks later.
Right.
Like
Like a
you're
suicide
fucking
notice.
gone, and all of a sudden they're getting emails from you.
Yeah,
Hey,
like-
bro, what's up, man?
Oh shit, it's him.
Freak him the hell out, man.
Fucking ghost.
Texie, what would you do?
I think I'd probably jump in the RV and take a coast up the coast.
You only got 2 days.
Drive up the coast, man.
Don't die on the road.
Stuck in traffic.
Ride or die.
Or shit breaks down.
I
Said the
can
mechanic.
email everybody from the road, man.
There you go.
Say my goodbyes.
You're going to run to a mechanic. Yeah, you got about 2 days before I can fix this thing here. You're gonna be stuck with Elroy, the mechanic. And shit.
You're going up one day up the coast and shit, and then fucking next day shit breaks down like, oh, Yeah, I got 2 days. You can bring in 2 days and we'll fix it up for you.
I'll start walking.
Got 2 days to walk, man. Vato V, what would you do?
You know what, man? I probably make peace with pretty much everybody that told me to fuck off in the world. And just say, you know,
So
man,
you fuck
a
them
lot of
up?
people.
Yeah, everybody. Like, you know what? Fuck all of you guys, man.
What would
Fuck
you
all-
do to them? You just cuss them out?
Just cuss them
Would
out.
you hurt
just
them?
tell no, man, I won't hurt them.
I thought you said make peace. Make peace.
I make
is like,
peace. I'm telling you know, make peace. Tell them
Peace to-
whoever, yeah,
pe-
with my family, friends. Thank you guys
Peace
for
with
everything.
you.
you know.
Peace with your enemies.
Exactly. You know,
That's a noble thing.
just die. You know what? Because you want to die happy, man. I don't want to die a bitter person and shit. I want to die happy. Just
Yeah.
fuck it. It is what it is.
Now, I want all you gentlemen to think about what you just said and realize that, you know, life is short.
Very short.
We could
Very
lose
short,
our
yeah.
lives at any day now. So that is something that you need to do in your life. What you just said, making peace with your enemies.
Very
Why do you need 2 days only to live to do that?
Well, to
Taking
all-
a trip on the RV.
To
you
all
know?
my enemies out there, fuck all of you.
Yes.
well,
Yes.
if I make it to May, I'll take a trip.
All right, fuck it.
I got a trip
Yo,
planned.
grab some balls, man. You only have 2 days, man.
Open your legs.
Don't say anything about my balls.
I'm
Skelly,
just gonna send some fucked up
some fucked up
emails.
emails,
and
man.
some parties. I'm already doing all that shit.
All right, so if you had no job and only had $200 left in your
Fuck.
bank account, okay, $200, you have no job, what would you do with that $200?
Yeah, I was going to the strip joint.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Only 200. I'm trying to figure out a way to flip that $200.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah.
just thinking.
Yeah.
Not trying to
to make that shit 600,
yeah,
800, yeah.
something.
Yeah, what would you do? Do you have any ideas?
I don't know. Probably try to do something like
Go to
affiliate-
Vegas or some shit?
No,
Yeah.
affiliate marketing.
Open up a
or
Hooters.
buy a suit and go to a job interview or something.
That's
or,
all.
Ah, there
That's
you
where
go.
I was going with it. I'd get
Or,
another
yeah.
fucking job.
That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something.
And knowing my fucking luck and shit, I'm gonna fucking go wasted and fucking the bank already took it for fucking paying a bill.
Yeah, exactly. Your enemies.
You're-
Fuck you, Wells Fargo.
Find some Bud Light and drinking.
There you go.
You gonna buy some Bud Light with your last 200?
And drink. That's right.
That's
Drink
a lot of beer.
and just be
When
homeless.
you have like $198 left after that.
Cheap beer.
You can recycle the cans. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
CRV.
Shit, $200 up. What would I do? I like your thing. Yeah, I would buy a suit. I would come up with some idea to try to make that
Yeah.
money work, man. You know, make your money work for you. Yeah, that was a good idea, man.
Yeah, because after that it's just out in the street.
Yeah.
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 Or use that $200 to I would use that $200 to fly to just get some deal to Hawaii and just be homeless in Hawaii. That's a great place to be homeless, man.
I don't
Hawaii.
think you can get there on $200.
I'll have to beg for
I know,
money.
it's like $500 for the
I'll borrow. I'll beg.
You can get a $200 suitcase that they can fit your body in.
I know. It'd be cargo. Fuck it.
No, huh? Who's calling you, Vato?
I don't know. Probably
Tell them we're doing the show right
It's a
now.
creditor taking my $200.
So. All right, if you only had two girlfriends, I mean, if you, sorry, excuse me, two girlfriends. Let me skip that
Fucking
one right
up.
there. If you only had two places to eat,
Two places to
if you only had two places to eat for the rest of your life, what would those two places be?
Oh man, that's-
Chipotle and Wingstop.
I know you were gonna say. I knew you were gonna say Chipotle. I was waiting for it, man. This dude loves shitpotle. This dude loves shitpotle.
I'm right there with you. That's good shit.
Ugh.
That
It
is
is
good
good shit.
I get sick off that shit. The meat is cheap. It's chewy. It's nasty.
yeah.
Ugh. It has ligaments in it. It's
ligaments.
ugh. Shit's
Dude, I
nasty.
tell you what, even when they had
Chipotle
problems
is
with their
nasty.
food, what did they get? The E. coli a couple times and all that
salad.
shit.
That was in
Dude, there
there.
was
didn't
no
even know
one.
that.
There was no one in fucking line, dude, except for me.
They had E. coli in their shit. Oh,
Whatever. I don't
hell.
know what the fuck.
Hell no, I'm never going
salmonella,
there, yeah.
whatever. They had some problems in the past, but every time there was a problem, man, I was right
Only,
there.
only a
So-
couple people died. It's okay.
Yeah.
So you guys would do Chipotle, and you said Wingstop, right?
Wingstop.
Or Hot Wings over down the street, little Hot
Wingstop.
Wings place.
Yeah, whatever.
That place is bomb. What's your second place?
My
Scully?
second one, oh fuck, dude, let's just do it right and go to In-N-Out.
In-N-Out. So In-N-Out and Chipotle. Okay. All right. Besides Chipotle, I
Yeah,
agree
that's a
with
good
you.
choice.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm gonna have to do like a Cuban restaurant first of all because I love Cuban
Yeah,
food. So
yeah.
you know, rice, beans, and all that type of stuff.
Yeah. Beans and rice didn't miss her.
The second one,
Eat those beans and rice, man.
probably Panera Bread.
Panera bread. Okay. Healthy. You know,
Yeah,
good bread.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Gotta get
Okay.
avocado
and every day
chicken
different
sandwich.
varieties. And
You only have $200 to eat at two plates. No.
Hey, you get that big ass cinnamon roll for 99 cents if you get it with your meals.
Oh man, they got the best sandwiches. Their turkey
They
sandwiches.
got that,
Oh,
they
so
got
good.
that chicken, turkey avocado. Is it?
The
sandwich?
Yeah, over there.
Oh, I haven't had that one.
It's
What about
good,
you,
but it's
Bato V?
expensive as hell.
Taco for Paco?
Tacos, man.
Tacos?
You already know, man.
You can get
I
those
go
at
to fucking
Chipotle.
King Taco.
Yeah.
We're good. Fucking.
They have tacos at Chipotle? They have
Yeah.
tacos?
Yeah.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
It's not Mexican, but you know,
No, it's not. It's not your.
That's
street
not
taco or
Mexican.
nothing.
That's not Mexican food, bro.
So
you know,
tacos.
I ate some
and,
tacos and fucking, just
beans and
taco,
rice?
Mexican food. Period. Like
just Mexican food. What's your second one? You get a choice, another choice.
And I'm an Italian. I like Italian food, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're an Italian. That's what
Well,
you
I like
said.
Italian
You like
food.
Italian? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Italian
I
stuff.
can't
All right,
complain.
so I'm going to do, what do you think I'm going to do, Texas? You know
Chinese
me.
food.
Chinese food. Yes. I love Chinese food.
Hey,
And
Chinese
seafood. Some
and
type of
seafood.
seafood.
I was
Yeah.
just
I
having.
was gonna say seafood.
I was having
Oh.
buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
Or
over,
Popeyes.
Over
Shrimp or
seafood.
Popeyes.
He just said
That's
three
three.
places.
I did. I snuck
Three.
Popeyes in there.
Popeyes, you just had
You
to
had to
keep
squeeze it
it.
in.
I had to sneak it in
You
there.
had to keep it black. Huh?
I did.
You know I like that chicken.
Why you got to say it like that, man?
It's true.
Because it's true.
I'm trying to be all sophisticated. Come on, Popeyes.
Say Cuban food.
Speaking
And
of
then you said
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Speaking of Popeyes, here's a shout out to our sponsor, Popeye. No, I'm just I would love for Popeyes to sponsor us. I get free Popeyes
Yeah,
everywhere I
well,
go,
yeah.
man.
Just say they are, and then ask them for our check.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
We do that with Arby's, by the way. We go to Arby's, man, and they hook us up, man, for
That's
the
when
mentality
Paulie, that's
show.
when
man.
Paulie was around. He used to call Arby's and get us free food.
Oh man. So we still use that hookup today. All right. So any other questions? I came. That was one of my. Any other questions about if you had two things that you gentlemen may have? I have others here.
We pretty much covered them, but the first one I thought of.
There's a few more.
This will come as a surprise to you, but I thought about 2 beers.
Not
Not that I think about beer very often, but what would you do if you only had 2 beers?
To only drink 2 beers?
2 beers.
I go to the store and buy some more.
I don't drink beer. So
I dig a hole and plant it in the ground and grow
And
more
wait for
beer.
it to
More
grow.
beer.
more beer with the cans and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a good one, guys. What if you can only know 2 people? Who would those 2 people?
Oh,
be?
that's cool, man.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That is good.
That's a good one.
Uh,
I would know my older brother. I look up to that guy. That's my family right there, and my future wife, whoever she's gonna be. You know. Yep.
that's good. If you only knew 2 people? Or
Yeah, if you can only know 2 people like family.
You can only have 2 friends. That's where we're going with this.
no.
No one else exists.
just 2 people that you know.
Or if you had 2, who would be your 2 friends? I guess
That you currently know now?
Easier.
Oh,
Not including-
friends or not?
Not including your kids.
I was thinking family because that's kind of hard. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
we make-
excluding family.
excluding family?
Excluding family.
No,
yeah.
excluding family. If you can only know 2 people, like that's my ride or die. That's my best
homie.
friend.
Oh shit.
You know what? I have
That's
one of my homies, man. Like his name is Albert, man. We've been fucking homies for like 25 years, bro.
Albert?
What's his
Albert.
name? Albert.
My homie Albert. Yeah.
Albert or Albert?
Albert.
Albert.
Is he fat?
Alberto. No, he's a cool homie, man. I know that
Fat
Albert for
Albert.
25 years.
Ebert.
And there you go. So he's a cool cat, man. So I consider him family, brother. So that's one homie that he's a cool cat, man. He's been
Okay.
around for a minute.
Albert, this guy loves you.
That's right, homie.
Yeah.
Much love, bro.
Yeah. So hug the screen.
Who your
touch
2
it.
people?
My 2 people?
Yeah.
Can I cut everybody in half?
Yeah, right.
Ow. Can you say his wife? Can you say your wife?
No,
Is that
it's not
family?
family.
That's
It's
family.
family.
I mean, if you want to, I mean,
he said
it just says you don't
you're
have
right or
to
die. So
exclude.
people,
Yeah, exclude.
friends.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Well, you can say your wife if you want to.
Yeah.
He says lets us know you don't have any friends. But
Yeah.
Take a beer.
You know, here's one. If you were like a cat, and you instead of having 9 lives, you only had 2 lives, how would you live your second life as opposed to your current one?
So
How would you live your second life?
So
Let's
if you're
say
dead, and then you come back and then you
exactly. You
Fuck.
your first life you died and then you came back and you had a second chance to live your life again. How would you live it as opposed to the way you lived your first?
you know what? For me as where I am now, like I would definitely want to come back fucking rich. You know what I mean? And fucking just live. Do whatever the fuck I want with my money and
Yeah.
fuck it. It is what it is.
But what if you weren't born rich? What if you just
just born? Just fucking cover up the mistakes that I made in my life and.
Yeah.
If you come back and you can erase, but always have that mentality.
Yeah.
You need that knowledge of your
Yeah.
previous life.
If
gotta
I
make
had the
those choices.
That would
knowledge,
be awesome, man.
if I had the knowledge of what happened in the first life,
Yeah.
and I make the same mistake in my second life, like not knowing anybody,
Yeah.
I'll fucking definitely
Yes.
just come back and be like, fuck
You can't
and-
consider them mistakes because Colonel Sanders, the chicken place,
Yeah.
that dude, he became rich at like 60.
Yeah,
So you saying that is
He was
like,
also he was
No,
also,
no,
he was
but-
also white though.
And he did it with the fried chicken.
In the South.
You know, he stole that. Let's just put that
That's
on
what they said, yeah, that's
11
what they said.
herbs and spices. No white man in 1865 knew about 11 herbs and spices. He
him in a white
he
suit
just
all
knew
the time.
salt. That's all he knew.
That's how it is.
He took that from a
Took him
slave.
60 years to get
Kentucky
those.
Fried Chicken used to taste different back in the 80s as the way it is as opposed to
well,
how
now
it
they
tastes
have,
today.
Now they have those fucking
nasty today.
chickens that have 2 beaks and shit.
Yeah, manufactured chicken.
Those taste different.
Gentlemen, I'm sorry.
Fucking peckers.
We only have a few more minutes left here. So
We have 1 minute left.
here's a crazy question here. Okay, this is a crazy question. If we all took a flight together and the plane was about to crash and there was only 2 parachutes left, including the one for yourself, and you can only choose 2 guys here at this table to save, what 2 guys at this table would you choose? Okay, no hard feelings. Okay. Hey, I'm
already-
putting you
I
on the
already have the
spot.
answer.
We're putting
I
it
know.
out there.
That's terrible.
Who would you-
I know exactly what I would say.
I know exactly what I would do.
You know what I would do if I had my own parachute? Was 2 parachutes left?
Yeah.
Jump.
Because I like all you guys. I will take both of those parachutes and I will throw them out the door. And
make
I
us
like
fight for 'em?
whoever gets it.
Yeah. That's smart. That's smart.
Go for it, and it was meant to be.
I
That's
would
smart.
just put mine on, put them down, and jump off.
Hey, y'all finding
You guys
loopholes
fight
here,
over it.
man.
Yep.
I'll find loopholes here. Okay.
I actually thought something nice for once.
Okay, what would you do, Scully? What would you do?
I thought that we should share them, man.
That's what I
You're
was
going to
thinking.
go down a little faster, and it might hurt.
That's
and
true,
I don't even know
but-
if you, will you survive. I don't
You-
fucking
you
know.
strap-
but-
you-
But you know what I would do? The same thing as
Be like
Ian
Keanu
over
Reeves
here.
and fucking.
No, but what I'll do, you know
Yeah.
what I'll do? I'll fucking just I'll take my parachute and jump out with all the other ones and fuck all you guys. Sorry.
Fuck y'all, only got 2 days to live.
And then
Fuck
and
y'all.
then, and then my parachute don't open. And you guys land. Fuck.
Yeah.
You're pulling all the cords.
Like, no. Like, oh shit, wrong one.
Yeah, I like yours, EO. I like yours too, Scully. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't usually
Yeah.
think of nice things right off the bat like that. Usually,
just share 'em,
it's,
you know?
usually it's something funny or something mean. But
Yeah.
So like strap on like nuts to butts or something and be like, go guys.
it's gonna have to get a little gay on the way down.
Fuck it.
You
Hang
hold on tight.
motherfucker.
Hold
Grab
on
on
tight.
something.
All right, any last words, gentlemen, before we end this thing? That was a pretty deep conversation and had
Balls
some
deep.
humor to it.
Balls deep.
But that's a game we like to play on the show. You can play it at home, okay? Don't try this at home if you have hard feelings, if you don't want to get your feelings hurt.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So before we end this thing, we like to do this thing called Mexican Word of the Week with our man Vato V. Vato V, what is our Mexican Word of the Week?
Office.
Office. How is office our Mexican Word of the Week?
My homie Tech C is drunk off his ass again.
And there you have it, our Mexican Word of the Week. Any last thoughts, gentlemen, before we get out of here? That's it.
No, that was all I had.
That's it.
All right, good. Okay, well, catch us next week, folks. www.thementalityshow.com. Past episodes on YouTube, LA Talk Radio, Facebook Live, iTunes, Google Play. Catch us. Remember, folks, you're good, but with our help,
You
could be the best. See you next week, folks.
All right, fuck
All
them
right.
all.
You're listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.